Why didn't you invite me to the wedding? Seriously, what's up with that? I'm so bummed out. I can't believe I wasn't there to celebrate with you. Wait, am I seriously the last person to know about this? That's just ridiculous.
Hey Nancy, long time no see. What do you want?
Who else did you invite to your wedding besides me, huh? I mean, we've been friends for ages. So, I saw on someone else's Facebook that you tied the knot. How come I didn't make the guest list? I thought we were tight, you know? I can't believe you left me out like that.
Honestly, I don't even consider us friends anymore. Why should I bother telling a stranger like you about my wedding anyway? It's none of your business.
How could you do this to me? We've been besties since forever. We clearly have a great bond, so why give me the cold shoulder? It really hurts my feelings.
Don't get all defensive now. I'm not the one who ruined our friendship. I don't keep ungrateful friends like you in my life. I'll never forget what you did to me back then. You really hurt me.
Come on, it's been years. Can't you let it go? We were just kids.
Why should I be mad? You betrayed me in a major way. You don't deserve forgiveness for what you did to me. I helped you get the job after college, and then what you went around and flirted with everyone, even with my boyfriend. Thanks to you, I had to quit the job that I loved. You really messed things up for me. You ruined my youth, and you have the audacity to call yourself my friend?
Wow, are you still holding on to that? Let's move on from the past, shall we? I can't blame myself for what happened. I mean, who made those guys hit on me anyway? Plus, I was just fooling around with your boyfriend for one night. It's not that serious.
Oh, you're so shameless, you heartless witch.
Okay, let's drop the past and move on. By the way, I heard your husband comes from a wealthy family. You're so lucky to have found a man like that.
You're so shallow. Do you even know what my husband does? Besides, it's none of your damn business.
Looks like what I said was right. He really is the heir to a wealthy family. Marrying into money isn't easy, you know. So, are you guys happy together? Any issues or fights lately? Are there any cracks in your relationship?
Why are you asking such stupid questions? My husband and I are perfectly fine. Thank you very much. You really don't need to worry about us. We love each other deeply and there are no problem between us.
A few days later.
Hey, are you free right now, hun? We need to talk. I'm really sorry, but I just don't know what to do.
What's going on? What's got you in a tears? Whatever it is, I'm here for you, and I'll always make time for you.
Do you know anyone named Nancy?
Nancy? I don't think so. Who is she?
Well, it seems like she hasn't done anything yet, but if you happen to run into her, please be careful.
Wait, what happened, and why would she approach me?
She's trying to steal you away from me, babe.
What are you talking about? Please explain it to me slowly and clearly.
I can't really explain it well because I'm just so worried. Do you remember when you asked me why I broke up with my ex?
Yeah, I remember, but you never told me why.
It's because he was cheating on me with my best friend.
Oh, so you were betrayed by two of the people you trusted the most. Why didn't you tell me this before?
To avoid them, I had to quit my job and leave the city. And the person I just mentioned, Nancy, was his mistress.
Ah, so she's your ex's lover, right?
Exactly. She's been looking for me and saying she'll take you away from me.
She sounds like she has some serious mental issues.
I know. I don't want to care. But I can't help but worry.
But I don't even know who she is.
She found out where you work and came to see me, telling me I'm not worthy of you.
So she just likes my family's wealth, huh? People like her are really conniving. Don't worry, I'll be more careful. Luckily you told me, so I'll pay more attention.
It's all my fault. I shouldn't let my friends boast about us getting married. Otherwise, she wouldn't have found out.
You don't need to apologize. It's not your fault. I'm just glad you told me.
Why is that?
Lately, my dad's been trying to get me more involved in the family business, so he's been assigning me a lot of work. I might be busier than before, I don't want you to think I'm neglecting you or anything like that.
Wait, you're even busier now? Didn't you just finish a big project?
My dad wants me to help him take over the business because his successor is still up in the air, so my cousin thinks I might still have a chance. I'm not too worried about the family wealth, but I don't want to be a factor in our relationship. I'm afraid you might think I'm abandoning you.
Hey, you already have enough on your plate. Why worry even more? Didn't you just finish your work?
My dad wants me to take over his business. He's vague about it, and he hasn't said who his successor will be. So, my cousin still thinks I have a chance. I'm not really concerned about the inheritance, but I certainly don't want it to fall into the wrong hands.
Honey, you're already stressed enough.
Please trust me, I won't betray you.
Of course, I trust you. I know you're serious about us. I'm not telling you this because I don't trust you. I'm just worried about what she might do to you. Anyway, after talking to you, I feel more at ease. Hurry to work, or you'll have to work overtime and come home late.
Don't worry, no matter how busy I am, I'll always keep in touch with you. I'll come and see you when I'm done.
Alright, I'll be waiting for you, my sexy love.
Take care of yourself. Don't overdo it. Only when you stop worrying will I feel relaxed.
I understand.
2 weeks later.
Hey, listen up. You've had more than enough time to get this divorce settlement sorted out. So is it ready or not?
Why should I be the one to prepare it? I'm busy right now, and I don't have time to entertain your nonsense. Please, don't bother me again.
What makes you so busy that you can't handle this?
I'm enjoying my honeymoon with my husband, sipping coffee and relaxing. So please, shut your trap and stop spouting nonsense.
You and your optimism. Haven't you considered that maybe your precious husband wants to leave you? Why won't you believe what I'm saying?
How could my husband want to leave me?
Why not? I have evidence.
What evidence do you have?
Do you want to see your husband flirting with other women? Sitting right next to you but still flirting with others? He's quite the player.
What are you talking about?
Don't you get it? Isn't this your husband sitting next to you? Ask him. Just send him a text and he'll reply to me immediately. He always tells me how much he loves and misses me.
You're delusional. My husband will never say that. Besides, he's never even met you.
You're so naive. Of course, he can't just say that to anyone. Do you really think he's being sincere with you?
What are you trying to say?
He may seem honest, but who knows? He's dying to divorce you and bring me home with him.
How could that ever happen?
I told you, your husband is from a good background. He won't be satisfied with a boring plain Jane like you. He wants someone beautiful, like me. I don't know what you're trying to hold on to, but you don't stand a chance against me. No matter how your husband treats you, he only has eyes for me.
I've already told you, my husband is not that kind of a person. Your delusions are too hysterical for words. You need help.
Actually, I understand how you feel. You just don't want to face the truth. You've lost your lover twice now. Despite your disbelief, it's the truth. You must accept that you can't beat me. Not a chance. You've lost completely and utterly. I advise you to leave him now. If you truly care about him, sign the divorce papers quickly.
1 day later.
Who are you? I really don't know you. Please stop bothering my wife and I.
Oh, really?
I have no interest in you whatsoever. My eyes and heart are only for my wife. If you have a mental illness, please see a shrink and stop torturing my wife. I'm warning you to stop provoking me. You have no idea what I'll do to you if you keep bothering my wife.
Who are you?
I already said it so clearly. Why don't you understand? I'm Laura's husband. I don't know why you're saying crazy things. I've never met you before, let alone love you.
What's wrong with you? We've clearly met each other many times.
Met each other? I've never met you before. This is the first time we've talked.
Are you pretending not to know me because Lara is next to you? How long do you plan to keep hiding me from her? Now is the best time to tell her. Tell her that the only woman you love is me, not the ugly, boring, unattractive woman she is. You don't always talk to me like this. Why are you lying to me now?
I really don't know who you are. Why would I play dumb with you? Who do you think you are? I told you that the woman I love the most in the world is none other than Lara.
How can that be? We talk to each other every day. We even talked until 3 a.m. last night.
3 a.m.? That's impossible. I left my phone near the sofa in the living room to charge after work. I don't like my privacy being invaded.
Ah, you always reply to my messages within seconds. Not just at night, but even during the day.
The chances are even slimmer during the day. Every lunchtime, my dad and I discuss work and I don't touch my phone. And even if I do, it's only to check if my wife hasn't messaged me.
It can't be. You even accepted my friend request on Facebook right away.
I haven't used Facebook in a long time.
You said I'm special to you, so you told me to message you on Viber.
Don't you remember?
About a day ago, around 1 p.m.
As it turns out, that wasn't me.
What do you mean?
That day, I went to have lunch with my dad at the company and forgot my phone. Around 1 p.m. when I came back, I saw that my phone had been moved. My cousin even asked me to lend him my charger.
Your cousin?
Yeah, my cousin who's been working at our company recently. It's funny to think that more than a day ago, he took my phone and probably talked to you. Since that day, his attitude has been so strange. He's always glued to his phone and doesn't do anything else.
How is that even possible?
Although, I'm not sure if it's him. The most likely scenario is that my cousin has been the one talking to you.
That's ridiculous. How could it be your cousin? I can't believe he would do that.
He talked to you but used my name, so maybe you misunderstood.
How did this even happen?
Now the misunderstanding between us is clear. From now on, please don't bother me or my wife anymore.
5 days later.
This time, I really have to thank you. If it weren't for you, my husband wouldn't been able to beat his cousin. In the end, he was able to get revenge on that wicked guy.
Oh, really?
He reported him for pretending to be my husband and speaking to you. We also found out that he embezzled money from the company and fake contracts. I heard he's going to face charges for it.
How did this happen?
He abused his power and acted like a director because he's my husband's cousin. My father-in-law had some complaints about him before, but for the sake of the family, they overlooked it. Who would have thought that he will repent and admit causing harm to my family? Now my husband can finally feel relief because we got rid of him.
So what happened? Wasn't he the heir to the company? So it turns out he's just your husband's cousin and nothing more?
That's right. I'm really grateful to you for this.
Does that mean your husband will soon be promoted to chairman?
It's not decided yet, but there's a good chance. It's because of this misunderstanding that we investigated him further and have valid reasons to deal with him. My husband is really happy about this.
What are you talking about? After all this time, I was just talking to an imposter? Why did it turn out like this? Obviously, I wanted to steal your husband.
My husband wanted me to tell you not to meet him, otherwise, you and your whole family would have trouble with him.
How dare you say that to me?
Oh right, I forgot to tell you. Harry's wife is also looking for you.
What? How does she know?
Of course, I helped her. You should prepare to pay for your past actions.
You! How dare you do this to me? Answer me! Where are you?
After that,
Eventually, Harry's wife found out about Nancy and taught her a lesson for stealing someone else's husband. Who would have thought Harry would come back to Nancy and say he wants to be with her despite his wife? Nancy was scared and disgusted by Harry, but he kept clinging to her and wouldn't let go. I heard that Harry still won't leave her alone to this day. After all of this, my husband and I's life returned to normal, and we cherished and trust each other more than ever.